Hi, I'm Annette Simmons. I've been a coach and management consultant for about 15 years. I'm assuming you're also a coach, and like me, that you're passionate about it. But before I say more about being a coach, let's talk a little about what it is to be a human. I believe that we, as human beings, are here to discover our true selves, our best, most magnificent selves, nothing less than that. And as people discover who they really are, the world shifts. And you and I were drawn to coaching to experience the honour of helping others to discover this greatest version of themselves, and to watch as the world around us changes to reflect this. And playing a part, even though it's a very small part, in enabling this shift to happen is our joy, and it's our first and ongoing priority as coaches. Most people think that they can discover their true selves by working with the immense power of their brain, and many coaches also follow this path. And that's easy enough if you're coaching somebody through fairly straightforward issues like time management or organising your workflow or considering how to make lifestyle changes. As we know, some well-constructed, powerful questions that will help the coachee to think through the situation and gain a fresh perspective on it, along with some well-designed homework, can often bring about a really effective solution. But sometimes even these seemingly uncomplicated issues can have their roots somewhere deeper and are not as simple as they appear. And then of course there are the obviously more profound questions such as building self-confidence or relationship questions, which will positively defy this cognitive brain-centered approach. And the root of the issue will evade detection by even the sharpest coaching eyes, a bit like a mouse flattening itself completely to slip under a door to escape a watchful feline through a space you thought was way too small for it to pass, and suddenly, whoosh, it slips away. Maybe you've already experienced this in your coaching practice, where the client's brain seems to get confused or stuck or resistant, and they don't seem to be able to really get hold of the issue that's bothering them. The brain is a wonderful organ, and it's doing the best it can, but it is limited. And I've come to believe that there is a more reliable and truthful way of getting to the core of an issue, and it has to do with the body rather than the brain. Even though the brain may not know how to deal with the deep stuff, the body knows perfectly how to do it, and it's trying to tell each of us all day long. But it's doing so in a language that's totally incomprehensible to the brain. So by learning to understand the language of the body, which is different from the language of the brain, you will exponentially increase your ability to help your clients to find this greatest version of themselves and to do what they're here to do. So we've designed a program for coaches that will enable you to do just that, to communicate with the body so that you can literally hear your client's body speak its mind and tell its story, to enable the client to enter into a dialogue with their own body, to shine the light of understanding on their most deeply embedded issues and set them free from their emotional wounding. And whether you're experienced, new to the field, or even aspiring to be a coach, this program can help. My book and DVD, Quantum Skills for Coaches, describes the process I've developed to enable you to work in this way with your clients. And we're offering you a copy of each of these free when you attend a workshop. So, why come to a workshop when you can learn from the book or DVD? Well, this coaching process is very different from what we might call standard coaching. And although it's quite intuitive, it taps into intuition in very different ways from traditional coaching. And many coaches find it a bit of a stretch at first, and may even be a bit anxious about actually doing it for real in their coaching sessions. And also, I find that most new students have very interesting and quite specific questions about this process, which they feel they need answers to in order to feel fully confident to practice it, and which may not be answered by the book or DVD. So, by signing up for this fully interactive 2-day workshop, you'll not only reinforce the learning material tremendously, but you can get fully immersed in it and really get your arms around these concepts so that you can develop a high level of confidence right from the start. And of course, you can have answers to all your questions right there on tap. Your learning will be accelerated in 3 ways. Firstly, you'll be able to watch live coaching sessions and debrief them afterwards. Secondly, of course, you'll have the vital hands-on experience of actually practicing the techniques on somebody else, receiving feedback from them, as well as tutoring from the instructor on your performance. And thirdly, this workshop setting means you'll be able to actually observe the process from the inside as you receive coaching from another coach practicing the techniques on you. The learning you get from this is fantastic because you will actually get to feel in your own body how your clients will feel when you're practicing on them. All learning becomes much more powerful when you have an actual physical experience of the study material. And if you'd like to get a sense now of how clients will feel as they're experiencing this coaching process, then click on the second video link in this email where you can see some excerpts from the live coaching sessions on my DVD. And finally, I'm happy to announce that I'm planning to visit South Africa this year to be involved with the delivery of a number of workshops. So if you're interested in learning to practice these quantum skills for coaches, then please sign up, and I look forward to meeting you soon.